Have you ever wondered how the alien would play as themselves in Dead by Daylight? Well, look no further. I found out how. Hello everybody, Vigo's Shadow here, and welcome to the Killer Murder Methods. This is a guide how to play exactly like how the killer would act in the entity's realm. In this episode, we will be playing as the Xenomorph. I'll be going over their power, the type of killer they are, their perks, and lastly, what they prioritize in order to play just like they would. Alright, so let's get into the killer's power here. So it's going to be called Hidden Pursuit. Supposedly responding to a distress signal, the Nostromo's crew landed on LV-426. What they found there became one of humanity's greatest horrors. When the Xenomorph is in a trial, a series of tunnels become available to it. By accessing a control station, it can enter these tunnels to quickly move around the map, detect presence of nearby survivors, and speed up the cooldown time of its crawler mode. Exiting a control station momentarily deactivates deployed turrets and tags nearby survivors with killer instinct. So in crawler mode, the Xenomorph enters it automatically when it's not on cooldown, while in crawler mode, the Xenomorph walks on 4 legs and becomes stealthier, reducing its terror radius. While in crawler mode, the Xenomorph also has access to a brutal tail attack. Special map feature is the control station, so there's going to be 7 control stations that are scattered across the map. You can teleport between them. Survivors can interact with these stations to get a remote flame turret, while the Xenomorph can enter and exit the tunnels underneath the control stations. Now the special item is that remote flame turret. So the turrets can be placed in the map to counteract the Xenomorph. When the Xenomorph enters the radius and line of sight of a turret, the turret attacks. This attack staggers the Xenomorph and can cause crawler mode to end. If a turret successfully knocks the Xenomorph out of crawler mode or fires for too long, it overheats, and it must be repaired by a survivor. The Xenomorph can attack turrets to destroy them. Carrying a turret makes you immune to detection while the killer is in the tunnel. Its structural perfection is matched only by its hostility. Ash, science officer. So yeah, that is the entirety of the Xenomorph's power and how it operates. Alright, so since we know the Xenomorph's power, we can now know the type of killer they are. I pulled up a reference image to showcase different types of killers, and honestly, this killer falls within a couple categories. For one, they are a stealth killer for sure, because a big component of the Xenomorph is the stealth factor. You know, you see it in the films, you see it in the movies, where it's just sneaking around and it just creeps up on a bunch of, like, its victims. So I would also say that this killer, it definitely is going to be a mobility killer for sure, because you have 7 tunnels to teleport between, and there's a huge incentive to teleport between them, so definitely like a high mobility killer for sure, with stealth being the close second to that. It also has a ranged attack, so it is definitely a hybrid killer, so it only has the ranged attack when it is in crawler mode, but yes, it can hit with that tail attack as well. Alright, now it's time to go over the Xenomorph's perks. So first, we're going to begin with the ultimate weapon. Whenever you search a locker, survivors within 40 meters gain blindness for 30 seconds and scream. Cooldown is 45 seconds. I cannot lie to you about your chances, but you have my sympathies, Ash. Next is going to be rapid brutality. Whenever you damage a survivor with a basic attack, you gain 5% haste for 10 seconds. While chasing a survivor, you cannot gain bloodlust. So I wonder if it tells us the extra info there. Not for bloodlust though, but yeah, either way. Catch it, put it in the airlock, and get rid of it, Dallas. Last one is alien instinct. Whenever you hook a survivor, the farthest injured survivor gains oblivious for 60 seconds, and you see their aura for 8 seconds. Yellow lights for my eyes only, Dallas. And that is the entirety of the perks for the Xenomorph. Okay, now the fun part, we're going to be delving into what the killer's priorities are. In Dead by Daylight, there are 4 categories. Within these categories, we can see what the killers deem a priority based on their personality within the bio, perks, dialogue / quotes, and like other media. So with licensed killers like the Xenomorph, we're going to also be basing it off of what we know from the movies as well. So yeah, it even says here right in the bio, a perfect organism born of violence designed to kill. And yeah, that is definitely an understatement. So their whole goal, like the Xenomorph's goal or purpose, is to like the perpetuation of their species. So, especially when it comes to like, the other people in the trial, they're gonna pretty much pose a threat to the Xenomorph, and these creatures are definitely territorial, and they, like I said, like it says here, designed to kill. So the main priority in the trial is going to be the sacrifice category. We're going to be focusing on trying to eradicate all of the survivors and kill them so that it becomes a safe environment for the Xenomorph. Unfortunately for the Xenomorph, they're always going to be put into infinite trials where they have to keep killing and killing over and over and over. But yeah, that is going to be the Xenomorph's priority. Okay, so before we play, let's make sure we have some things in order so that we can play just like the Xenomorph would. For one, we're going to be only using the base kit with their 3 perks and no add-ons so that I don't get an advantage. Next, we're going to have all 3 of these perks activate in the trial: Ultimate Weapon, Rapid Brutality, and Alien Instinct, all coming into play. And then lastly, we're going to be mainly focusing on the Xenomorph's priority, which would be eradicating all threats that pose, all people that pose a threat to the Xenomorph, which is going to be everybody. So we're going to try to kill all 4 of them, get a 4K, and that's pretty much about it. So we'll see you in the match. All right, we are playing as Xenomorph on Ormond Lake Mine, Ormond. So right off the bat, we're going to go ahead and see if we can go to a farther corner. Activate our crawler mode pretty much immediately and become that mobility killer that we know we are. Alright, from here we're going to probably just take it over here, and then if nothing's there, we're probably going to go towards the middle. Yeah, usually that middle gen is a better gen to do. However, it is a very bad tunnel for us because it is on the bottom floor and that generator is on the top. Meaning we could probably just lose it. They definitely hear us coming all the time. They have a lot of safe pallets near here. Alright, we were able to cut him off a little bit by kind of jumping down. I don't think he expected that. He actually has a legacy. Alright, we actually get him here. Not bad. We get a legacy Jake. We'll take. And we'll put him in the basement as well. That'll set us up for a pretty good... for a minute here. We have some lockers down here. We can open one. Yeah, okay, we had somebody right there as well. Alright, we go back into our crawler mode. That's always good. We see them right there now. There's another Jake. Wow, 2 gens done right off the bat. Honestly, when you don't have a lot of stuff to regress gens, or... Okay, they actually... Okay, we actually were able to grab them. They did misplay a little bit. Okay, they're actually down in the basement healing. Wow, I didn't expect that. We only got that information with Alien Instinct here. Okay, another legacy. There's 2 legacies here. That's actually very interesting. Oh, he went right out. I didn't even know he went out. I'm going to try not to go for the same people, but like actually with the Xenomorph, you're probably going to want to do that. We could try to make our way to Jake Park that's on the hook here, since that's where Dwight's kind of taking us right now. Ah, we didn't have the reach for that one. Okay, he's kind of taking us a long way around. Yeah, I would assume since he's Legacy and he has Twitch, I believe, he's doing a really good job looping. Alright, we can go ahead. It looks like Meg's gonna try to stay behind him, but I'll try to cut it off. Nice. We get Jake up here. Alright. We're back on him right here. That's actually not bad. Where's the dead hard? Okay, they do not have dead hard. Okay. We down them as well. We don't want Dwight though. Okay, yep. They're kind of all scattered around. I think they're all kind of doing a lot of things. We could take advantage of this and maybe go for one hook, hit the gen, and then maybe get Dwight here. Okay, Jake's over there. He's also injured as well. Okay, we actually got Meg here as well. Or not Meg, it's Laura. What am I thinking? All right. She actually has a really good palette right here. Let's just see if we can try to mind game it a little bit. Ooh, that was actually on me. Oh, damn. She's actually doing a really good job because she's baiting my tail strike. She did a really good job ducking that too. Let's see. Prolonging this chase could be really bad. Yeah, she's really baiting out the strike, though. Actually get her over the pallets. Nice. It took a lot, though. It took more than what it should have. Definitely more than what it should have. Okay, they're definitely trying to... I'm not sure if they're trying to go bully squad or what. But we can reveal them with this and see where they're at. I don't know who was who. I think they're both healed, though. If it's Jake, I definitely want him. Yeah, that's Legacy Jake. We could try to take him. Alright, we actually hit the tail strike again. Yeah, I think he's on the move. We can go for him. We'll try to make a kill out of this. He kind of showed his hand a little bit. Okay, I actually thought he was going to go for the window for a sec, but he did not. Let's see. Try to bait it. Oh, he actually still had dead hard. I did not expect him to have dead hard, honestly. I thought he would have used it last time. Damn. Tail strike just did not go according to plan. Yeah, he's just making it barely across. Alright, well. We might as well just commit to this chase. We're going to commit to it. He's almost dead. We're just going to full send and full commit to this chase here. He might throw down the pallet here, actually. No, he does not. He actually expected us to use Tail Strike again. Okay. They actually get a gen out of that, but at least I get a kill out of this. But they were following very close and nearby to make sure they sabo that hook. Okay, he has this one ready to sabo too. Okay, well, I guess they are playing Bully Squad. I don't know how they got the flashlight off on me, though. Okay. Okay. Alright. I got him again this time. There is another hook there, but I don't think they make it to this one that I'm trying to go for here. Yes, they're definitely using all hand, like a lot of hands on deck just to solve one issue, one potential issue that could be here. All right, we gotta really watch our gens. Yeah, like I said, we gotta really watch our gens now because we spent a lot of time in chase just for him. Laura has been getting stuff done, I believe. Yeah, let's use this locker. Now might be a good time. Alright, yes, they were doing a little bit of a reset over here. Nice, we get Laura. This Dwight I kind of also want just because of the fact that he is actively saboing hooks and trying to get rid of us. we'll go ahead and pick up Laura. Dwight's not our main concern right now. We want to get people out of the game. That is the priority, is to kill. Although, I think he gets it. Yeah, he definitely gets it here. So he's definitely trying to make the game about him. Somehow we missed that tail strike, which is very, very awful. Yeah, he actually gets to the next tile, which is very crucial for him. Very, very crucial. We want to go for... Honestly, I really want to go for this Dwight, but I know that's his game plan. He really wants me to take... Like, chase him. Oh, I think he went down. Okay, there he is. Probably shouldn't chase him. Yeah, no, let's not chase him. Let's cut chase, because this is exactly what he wants. So, cutting chase is going to be our best option. He wants us to chase him. He's played the game probably for a long time. Okay, let's get Rapid Brutality to activate here. We can stay on this gen for a minute. Let's get rid of some pallets, some crucial pallets that we could get rid of. Yeah, okay, we can go like this and then maybe wait. Because we are undetectable here. They don't expect it. Yep, so yeah, exactly. They were not expecting that. Okay, we actually strike her right through this. We could probably actually hit a strike. Yeah, we actually hit through that too. Nice. I'm glad they weren't able to actually get another another fake out of me. We can hook her right here. Not right there, actually. Yeah, because they have all these toolboxes that they have at their disposal. Okay, yeah, they're definitely playing that type of game right now with the toolboxes. It's very, very, very annoying, but we're just gonna have to try to push through this. Okay, let's go ahead and play this game again. Where we go right back to this generator. And before we even pick her up, we're gonna go ahead and throw ultimate weapon in there. I think this pallet's still up, and I definitely want it gone. He might have expected me to tail strike. I don't know. Does he expect it here, though? Okay. Doesn't matter. We definitely wanted to get that pallet out the way, though. He might get the save, actually. Okay, we actually get it. We actually do get Dwight, for once. I want this gen, though, over that, though. He definitely was crawling to the right pallet, though. We can actually hook him right on this hook right here. Laura's on death hook now. This thing's regressing. I think he went that way. Laura's going the opposite way here. Okay, I'm surprised. He's actually starting right here. I wonder if Dwight has Deliverance, maybe? Nice! I still hit Jake. That's actually really good. Alright, and then I found Laura. So we might be able to hunt all our prey right here, right when they're in a vulnerable position. The only way they get out of this is if Jake maybe has Unbreakable. I think she is worried about the tail strike, but we're not even gonna deal with that. Okay, Jake Park goes to a bot. All right, cool. Dang. Yeah, we had to really defend our territory because we did not want our prey escaping for sure. So, and they did play very sneakily. Or they had a bit of tricks up their sleeve, I should say. With the saboing of the hooks. Dang, some of these blood piles actually get to me because I thought they'd be around this area. I forget where I downed him. I'm gonna actually be honest. I forgot where I downed him. Oh, there he is. I found him. Alright, we still get our kill as Alien. A good 4K. None of our prey escapes. We had a couple moments, though, where it really got out of hand with the amount of times that they saboed the hook on me. So, at least with enough patience and a clear head, we were able to manage to complete that trial there. So let's just go over what we did, actually. We actually had 2 legacy players in the match, which was kind of neat. I would assume that's the P100s here because they have those legacies. Or you'd want to P100 them because you have the legacy skin, and that's very rare. So we did actually use the ultimate weapon quite a bit so that we can get a good information as to where people are. I think Rapid Brutality, that's just a basic attack. We've done plenty of those. We were able to get that 5% haste and really get a lot of bonus off that as well. We didn't gain Bloodlust. There might have been a few places where Bloodlust would have really helped, but either way, we also had Alien Instinct activate as well, so they gained Oblivious too for the furthest injured survivor. So I know Laura was Oblivious that one time, and we went after Jake instead. So the Obliviousness, I think, does help, and being able to see their aura as well gives us that information, because I was able to go to Jake instead of Laura with that perk alone. I think overall we did a great match with the Xenomorph and was able to showcase how the Xenomorph would play. It's just kind of like instinctual, just going off of instinct as to where you think these survivors are going to be, and then just hunting them down, and then really hounding down on the kill. And then right near the end of the match, when we were at our final gen, we had to lock in for sure. And then we decided to defend our territory. I'm assuming the Xenomorph would do the same thing if they had that knowledge that these survivors could escape using these gens. I'm sure they would also protect them as well. But yeah, our main emphasis was killing, and we did manage to do that, and we killed all the survivors in the trial. And that is how you play the Xenomorph in Dead by Daylight. Thanks for watching. Vigo, signing off.